Hi, my name's George, and I lived on Beach Drive from March of 1963 to September of 1972, and I'm going to try to remember who lives in every house. And here we are, starting at 123. We have, first it was Jim and Marcia Mason. They had three daughters, Luann, Suzanne, and Joanne. Then we had the Westons lived here. Then we had Jim and Carol Quirk. Then Esther and Lenny Lucifero. They had a son named Richard. Over here we have 119, the McQueens, Margaret, Timmy, Kathy, and Jeannie. And the parents' names were Barbara and Joe. Over here we have Viola and Harry Wong, and they had a son named Johnny. This house here, I don't remember who they were. I don't know their names, they were older. Over here we have 103, very beloved family. The Dailies, Vivian and Artie Daly, they had three kids, Arthur, Dwayne, and Christine. Here we had the Sullivans, Danny and Marlene Sullivan. Okay, 95 we have the Zorns, Frank and Marion Zorn. They had 5 kids, Tina, Debbie, Kevin, Keith, and Kerry. Over here we had a guy named Raymond, who was the paper boy for many years. I don't know his last name. Okay, here we had Bob. I think it was Bob and Barbara Robertson. They had 4 kids. They had Lisa, Donna, and Mark, and Eric. This house here was a lady named Aunt Sadie. I don't know her last name or anything. This house, I don't know who lives here. Lived here. I think this house was a guy named Danny Grimm. I think his mother's name was Mona. This house, I don't know who lives here. I don't remember this house either. Okay, we're up to this house here. There was a kid named Patrick. Then he moved, and there was a guy named Dominic. And there was a guy named Jan. Okay, now we're crossing the street. And over here, I don't remember who lived here. Now we're up to number 64. It was Mickey, also known as Muriel Russman, and Walter Russman. They had 3 kids, Walter, Marie, and Tommy. Here was a old guy named Joe Deegan. Well, let's just say he was a big partier. This house, there was a kid named Gilbert. I don't know his last name. And then there was a family, their last name was Delmar, but they were older than me, I don't remember. Over here, I don't know. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, there was a kid, the Pollocks lived here. Bob and Linda Pollock. They had a son named Dale. Over here was, I think their last name was Pepitone. I'm not sure. This house, I don't know. Okay. This one, I don't think I know them. Okay, no, this was the Morse family. Patty and Kathy, and I think they had a brother named Kenny. Okay, over here was a guy named Kenny Kale. I think he had a brother named George. Over here was the Cushings, Gloria and John Cushing. They had about 6 kids. The boys, I think their name were John, Joseph, and Robert, and the girls' names were Grace, Maureen, and Suzanne. This house I don't know. This one I don't know either. We're down to. This house here was the St. Pierre's. It was Ray and Pat St. Pierre, and they had Ray, Junior, Rose, and Kathy. Or maybe this is where they lived. Yeah, this might have been the St. Pierre's house here. Okay. Over here there was a family named Magnetico. There's a girl named Mary. The rest of the family I didn't know. This yellow one over here was Ingolia. Joey, Jimmy, and I think they had a sister named Diane. The next one was the Smiths. They didn't have any kids. Last name was Smith. This house here was a family named Shearer, Wayne and Charlene, and I think they had a brother Jojo and Dan. And then the Canellises lived here, Georgia and John. The parents' name was Lois and John. This house I don't know. Okay, now we are going on Florence Street just for a couple of houses. And right here is the Ton family. They had a few boys. They had Billy, they had Robert, Kevin, and Michael. Over here, these people I don't know. This house over here, there was a girl named Felicia Goldstein that lived here. And across the street, there was a family, their last name was Fox. And they had a whole bunch of kids, Eddie, Tammy, Wayne, Jeffrey, Julie, Danny, and Scott. And over here we have the Agres family. Nice people, and they're Sherry Agres, Joanne, Robert, and I don't remember the parents' names. Over here we had the Greens, Gal and Terry Green. And this house here was a lady named Eva Jangles. She used to yell at us for playing wiffle ball and hitting it on a lawn. And she was old, but she's probably younger than I am now. And this is, if you're still here, if you're still on the tour, this is where I lived. Parents' names were Lenny and Judy Wisemeyer. The kids' names were Mike, Wendy, Caroline, and me, George. And that's the end. Thanks for watching.